I'm joined today by Coastal Championship Wrestling star Cha Charlie. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, Ryan. Thank you for having me. Let's get the party started. It's cha-cha time, baby.
All right. Man, I'm sorry about that little glitch there I had. I've never had that happen before, and of course I got it today with you. So
it's fine. It's welcome. Computer technology. You know how it goes.
And it's 10 a.m. in the morning, right? I mean, it's come on. Do you have your caffeine? I guess I haven't had enough yet.
Oh, yeah, I think I need another cup.
There you go. So I want to start our conversation by talking about how you got into wrestling. And I read in the Miami Herald that you started with CCW as a cameraman. So true or not, how did you get your start in pro wrestling?
Well, I love wrestling since a little kid, since a boy. Not only that, my uncle was a famous wrestler in the Dominican Republic. So it's in my blood. I want to say I'm a second generation wrestler. And I went to school for film production. I have an associate's in science and film production. So that's also my thing. I love editing. And I could do it all when it comes to film production. I met Ace Mayhem, which is another indie wrestler. He was wrestling for CCW at the time, and he told me they needed a cameraman, and he told me it was for wrestling, and I was like, oh my God, absolutely, this is the best opportunity I ever wanted. And I met Pablo, and I started recording all the shows, started editing all the shows, and every time when I was recording, I was like, man, I belong in there. I should be wrestling. I should be fighting. And then, I met the coach at the time, which it's Pablo Marquez. We agreed, he trains me. I'll do the videos, and Cha Charlie was born.
No kidding. So you kind of entered wrestling with this, with the idea of, you're going to be a camera guy, and you kind of worked your way in. So that's an interesting way into the business.
Yeah, life. God brought me with the opportunity to wrestle. He knew that's what I've always wanted. It came at a later time in my life. Wish it was earlier, but I'm rolling with it, and I'm just moving forward here.
Sure. So you mentioned you kind of always loved wrestling. Who were some of your favorites when you were?
As a kid, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels. Hulk Hogan was my idol, still is my idol. Ultimate Warrior, Undertaker. I go back.
WWF guy in the early 90s. So another thing I wanted to ask about your wrestling style, and are there people that you've modeled your style and your character after, or anything like that? Are there inspirations in your style?
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. I do, it depends on my opponent, but of course, I'm Cha Charlie. I have to do the gimmick. I'm dance. Cha means dance. So not only do I dance, but when it comes to wrestling, I could get down, I could fight, I could do lucha libre, I could do hardcore. I could do it all, whatever you want. It depends on my opponent, and I just got to adapt to the situation. But yeah, to answer your question, Carlito, Caribbean Cool, it's a little bit Eddie Guerrero too, a little bit of Alberto Del Rio, a little bit of everything there.
Sure. Yeah, I've noticed. I've watched probably, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 of your matches at this point. Just was noticing some moves kind of throughout, and like you frog splash is kind of your finisher that I've noticed, and occasionally you do a sling blade. You've got kind of a deep Dustin Rhodes style power slam out of the corner. So, I've noticed those kind of things and wondered if they were kind of influences or not. But
absolutely, Dustin Rhodes too. The way he's charismatic, his charisma. I try to put a little bit of that into Cha. I'm here to entertain. I'm here to make sure that when you see me wrestle, you will never forget me after that.
Right. And that's kind of how we came to get this conversation. Is I went to Jingle Brawl, and that's where I first saw CCW, and I reached out to Neilio, and he put me in contact with you for this interview. But yeah, you're a very memorable character because, like you said, you come out dancing and stuff like that. So new fans to wrestling or whatever, I think are going to gravitate towards your style because there's something they can kind of latch onto right away.
Exactly. And my whole goal is to get the fans engaged into my match. The crowd, I'm normally a face. I've never been heel, but I don't think I want to go that route either. But yeah, I'm here to entertain, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So so what has been, would you say, is like the most challenging thing that you've had to like learn in through wrestling? Like what's been the biggest challenge?
I want to say dealing with the pain afterwards. It takes a toll on your body. I've been injured, and it's the game that I chose. So I just got to deal with it. And sometimes it's good pain, sometimes it's bad pain, but it is what it is. And I'll do it the next day right after if I have to do it again.
Very good. Well, yeah, and I think you're going to be right because you have a show this weekend. It's a tornado tag match. Cha Juggernauts versus Controversial Inc. So that's tornado tag rules. I mean, all four guys in the ring can kind of go anywhere. So I heard on CCW Talks you might be fighting on Route 1. So you have a busy schedule coming up.
Yeah, it's a grudge match. We faced Controversial Inc. the first time with no unanimous winner.
Mm-hmm.
They got out of it the hard way, and this is round 2, and now anything goes. Anything goes. You know how the tornado tag goes. There's gonna be weapons. There's gonna be chairs. There's gonna be tables. There's gonna be bats. There's gonna be sombreros. There's gonna be piñatas. A little bit of everything.
Yeah, so I think it's episode 13 of CCW Live. People can go see the match that kind of led us to this for this weekend. So, my mother-in-law in the front row is going to be crouching down, I think.
Or either if I see her, tell her to be prepared to give me a little cha-cha because I might just give her some moves so that way she could dance with me.
There you go. I think she'll like that. So, what would be a good piece of advice that you've received in your training that you would share with others that are kind of in the same boat as you, coming through training? And
don't give up, man. This is something that's not for everybody, and if this is what you really want to do, you just have to keep moving forward. Show up to training, show up to practice. Show up to the shows, if you're not even booked, help out because, they see everything. And down the road, you never know where this could take you.
Sure.
And don't give up. Just keep moving forward.
Yeah. So obviously the world is crazy right now. But, you appear to be busy with shows that we talked about. You've got the New Year's Revolution. You've got Homecoming coming up. How have you navigated the pandemic era? Has it been easier than we might think? I mean, I would think it'd be very difficult, but how has that been for you as a performer?
I mean, as far as the difficult part of it, we have less fans now, because of the whole COVID. People don't want to be around each other and stuff like that. But throughout this time, actually, I think I blossomed. I took advantage of the opportunity because a lot of shows in different places shut down. So, but not CCW. CCW kept on running. Not only did we keep on running, we kept on doing way more shows than we're used to. Mm-hmm. Normally, we do like about, I want to say 15 shows in a year. And right now, we're doing double that.
Right.
That. This whole thing, I took advantage of the opportunity, and Cha Charlie's blossoming right now because of it.
Absolutely. Yeah, you've had actually, you got 3 shows in the first 2 weeks of the year. So I think 15 will be blown out of the water this year for sure.
Oh yeah. We have a lot coming.
So if you were not if you're not a wrestler, if you were not a wrestler and you were a promoter, what are the things that would keep you up at night right now?
Editing, film editing. That's my thing. If I wasn't editing wrestling right now, I'll probably be editing some music videos, movies, documentaries, things like that. That's my cup of tea. But besides that, I'm an insurance agent. I sell insurance. I sell auto, homeowners, commercial. I'm licensed in Florida, so if you need a good deal on your auto insurance or any insurance, like a good neighbor, Cha is there.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you got a night job, you got a day job, you got a training job. You're like really, really busy these days.
Yeah, I would like to say I'm Clark Kent during the day, but at night I turn into Super Cha.
There you go. There you go. So we talked about the tornado tag match. You also have next weekend an opportunity, I guess, to get into the tag team title picture as Cha Juggernauts. They face the South American Alliance. That's Vinicius and Ariel Levy. Also American Horror Story and Controversial Inc. again in a 4-way. So the winner of that match will get the colognes on the 17th, the very next day. So what similarities and differences do you think there are between you got a tornado tag in terms of like wrestling strategy, putting a match together, things like that, between you got a tornado tag this weekend and the next weekend you got a 4-way. So just curious, like what are the strategic elements that you look at going into a match like that?
Well, this Saturday in Fort Pierce, for the New Year's Revolution, it's no rules, basically. It's no rules. Anything goes. I'm just here. I'm looking for a fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna beat up my opponent. I'm gonna beat up the other opponent. And the only rule is to get the victory, get the pin, and that's basically the goal. To take out my opponent and try to just get that pin at the end. And again, anything goes. So and then next week on the 16th. Where we have CCW Homecoming, and now there's rules. It's gonna be a busy day for the referee to keep 4 tag teams with so much character, so much charisma, so much going on. He's gonna have a busy night. She's gonna have a busy night, and the goal is to win, get the victory, and then hopefully the next day we face the colognes for the tag team titles.
There you go. There you go. So what are your goals for 2021? I mean, we saw you on the last episode of CCW Alive. You were wrestling a singles match for the championship against Santos, and then right now your next two matches are in the tag team division. So what are your goals in 2021? Is it in the tag division? Is it in the singles division? Is it something different? What are your goals for 2021?
Being a tag team is different for me. Normally, I'm a singles competitor. I've been doing wrestling. I've been wrestling on my own throughout the whole time. I've never held tag team titles, and I think that's my goal right now. I want to be a tag team champ with my good friend Vince Steele, the best big man in the business. We got the best big man in the business. We got the best little man in the business with Rafizi, and we got the best entertaining the game right now. So. Hopefully we can win tag team goals. We're coming for everybody. We're coming for everybody.
So Fonzie was involved in that in your championship match though on Alive this week, and he'll clearly be there this weekend.
Right.
It seems like there's a storyline building there, so even if Cha Juggernauts get through the 4-way and they get through the colognes, they become champions. It seems like Fonzie's crew is going to be in your business the whole way through and even after.
It seems like I have problems with everybody in the 4-way tag. I have problems with Vinicius. I have problems with American Horror Story. Ariel Levy is a thorn in my butt right now. And Controversial Inc. We don't get along with any of those guys right now. now, I don't know what's going on, but I do get to get my hands on Fonzie's, Bill Alfonso's team, and I get to get my hands on Agony, and that's what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna seek for revenge for them costing my opportunity to become a CCW heavyweight champion for the third time, and I wasn't too happy about it. So revenge is on my mind.
There you go. There you go. So if there are people that are learning about you for the first time through this interview, what are some of the matches that you would kind of direct them to go look for, whether it's on YouTube or whatever?
Yeah, well, mostly all my matches are on my channel, Cha Charlie TV on YouTube. So go subscribe, help out, and yeah, you could watch any match. Some of the matches that I enjoy the most is when I had my feud with Vince Steele. It's very memorable. We had a great storyline. We were friends. We first faced each other. We became friends. He betrayed it. He betrayed me. Then we fought for the final fight. We fought 3 times, so all 3 matches are there. They're pretty good, all of them, and I'm glad I have Vince Steele on my side again. Besides that, there's David Mercury, the technical alchemist, who I faced in a steel cage match where I hit the frog splash. I call it the Mangu splash for my Dominicans.
Mm-hmm.
And I hit it from the top of the cage, and it was one crazy experience, but it was able to be done. Yeah, I also faced a lot of people, a lot of top indie names. And go to my channel and you'll see a little bit of everything there.
Yeah, I noticed on a past episode. There's a past episode of CCW Live where you and Vince Steele, you were mentioning, had a match a little while ago. So yeah, I was interested in the evolution of that. I mentioned to you that I'm kind of coming into this a little new myself. So what has been the evolution? What is the storyline there that you guys have now, manifested as a tag team, seeking tag team gold?
Yeah, I mean, me and him, I met him in New York when I went to perform over there like 4 or 5 years ago, and I was fascinated by him. The size, he's like 6'6", 450 pounds, and this guy could fly. Like, he's not just a big man. This big man could do moonsaults from the top rope. He could do so much, and I was just fascinated by him. Became friends with him, and I brought him down to CCW, invited him over, and the commission decided to put me against him. I was like, wait, what's going on here? And that's what happened. I had the first match. It was an epic match. If you have the opportunity to go watch Cha Charlie versus Vince Steele, it was one of my better matches. I love that match. And then I became his friend. He was there by my side throughout the whole time. I became the CCW heavyweight champ, and I don't know what happened. I think jealousy kicked in. From what he said, he didn't think he was going to get a fair shot as me being the world heavyweight champion. So he cost me my title. I lost it, and then the beef just brewed up from there. And we had a second match. I got disqualified because of the anger for all the stuff that he did. There's actually a good video package on the whole storyline, and I'll definitely link you to that.
Perfect.
And then, we did the final match in June of 2020. It was the coup de grace. We were the main event. That was right after. That was during COVID too. We were actually the first company to have a packed house during COVID. So a lot of indie promotions actually saw that, and they learned from it.
Yeah. So what do you think, from your perspective as a wrestler, what do you think the health of the business is right now? Is it, COVID, there's lots of vaccine talk right now. So, we're looking at sort of a light at the end of the tunnel, but how do you think wrestling will emerge when COVID kind of concludes?
We just got to get the fans back in. I miss having a big crowd. I miss having to perform in front of people. That's the key right there. I mean, wrestling, I think, is doing great right now. I mean, everybody's home. and they have a lot of options now. They don't just have WWE. They don't have AEW. There's so much outlet that you have available for you. If you just want to watch indie wrestling, you could subscribe to Fight TV. There's so much option out there. You can go to YouTube, look up your favorite wrestler, look up your favorite person. There's just so much going on, and I think wrestling is on a boom right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is very interesting, right? Like you see companies like the North American Wrestling Alliance we talked about before. They are debuting and starting right now, and then you have, I moved down to Florida, and wrestling is available. Live wrestling, you can go to it again. When I was living in Maryland before, it completely shut down. So I think that the interest is there from fans. And I mean, we still have millions of people watching television every week. So,
right.
Hopefully that when the pandemic concludes, they go out and see wrestling live again. So,
exactly. But yeah, it's available. CCW Live every Tuesday on YouTube. Watch us at 7 p.m. If I'm not there, we're gonna have some top talents every single time, and trust me, well, we're doing pretty good as far as the audience growing and everyone watching our TV. We're on season 1. We're about to go to season 2 soon, so stay tuned, guys.
Absolutely. The Sandhill Cranes are contributing to our conversation in the background. I don't know if you can hear that.
Okay.
Yeah. So tell us about where can people find you on social media and stuff like that.
Well, my Instagram, it's Cha Cha Time. So ITS Cha Cha Time. It's Cha Cha Time. That's also my Twitter. So you can find me there. My YouTube channel, again, please go subscribe. Cha Cha Charlie TV. You can watch all my matches. Not only my matches, you can see a lot of good indie wrestling available on my channel as well. Besides that, Facebook, Cha Cha Charlie, Cha Cha Charlie TV. It's pretty easy to find me. Again, when everything's all said and done, we're going to be celebrating and dancing all night long.
Perfect. Well, I want to, is there anything else you want to throw at us here before we go? I aim for about 25, 30 minutes. So this, perfect.
Good. If you guys want to come watch the show again, tomorrow, Fort Pierce, CCW, New Year's Revolution. It's gonna be a packed show. It's gonna be a crazy event. Don't miss out. Go to CCW Wrestling CCWrestlingFL.com. Go get your tickets there. If you're in Fort Lauderdale next week, we have 2 shows. We have one on the 16th, and we have one on the 17th. If you can make it to both, great. If you can't, you have 2 days to pick from. So.
But you want that night 1, because night 1 is where we're going to see Cha Cha Charlie in the 4-way tag match for an opportunity against the Clones. So don't miss night 1, and then you'll be at night 1, and if these guys win, you're going to want to be there at night, day 2, right? Because the next show's at 2.
And regardless, I'm performing the next day too. So again, it's Cha Cha time.
All right. Well, thank you very much, sir. This has been the Daily Wrestling News Show for Friday. And we'll be back on Monday with a brand new show. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll catch you then.
Thank you, guys. Stay tuned.